Oop, okay. So this is vocab for expressions and equations, target 3, solving two-step equations in one variable. So our first vocab word is a term. A term is a single number or variable. Terms are separated by an equal sign, a plus sign, a minus sign, or a division sign. So a term is pretty much the words in a number sentence. Each single number is a term. Each single term is a term. Okay, sorry. Variable. A variable is a letter that represents a number we don't know. So it's often X or Y, but it could be T or B or, any letter you want. So a variable is a letter that represents a number we don't know. Constant is a number on its own. So it doesn't have any variables, and what makes it a constant is it does not change. A coefficient is a number attached to a variable. So if you see 4x, the 4 is the coefficient. So two-step equations, you have to do inverse operations. And what that means is you're going to do an operation that reverses another operation. So addition reverses subtraction. Subtraction reverses addition. Multiplication reverses division. And division reverses multiplication. So the inverse addition, the inverse is subtraction, and division, the inverse is multiplication. The operator, that's the math that's being done in an operation. So it's the operation that is being done in an equation. So just to practice, so we can kind of have a visual understanding of what these words mean. 4 is attached to that x, okay? So that makes it a coefficient. Any number that's attached to a variable. And that leads into our next definition. X is a variable. It's a letter that stands for an unknown number. This minus signs, that's the operation that we're doing. So it's the operator. The minus sign or the subtraction sign is the operator, not operation. It is the operation, but we're going to use the word operator. The 7 and the 5, those are both numbers that are not going to change. They're going to stay a 7 and they're going to stay a 5. So those are our constants. Gotta zoom in here. Constant. The reason that 4 is not a constant is because it's attached to a variable. It's going to change. You're going to multiply 4 by a number. All right, so the next page is just a practice using these terms. So we are going to identify the term, variable, coefficient, operator, and constant in each of these problems. So term is like the words in a sentence. It's word, word, word. We leave out the operator and we leave out the equal sign. So it's going to be 2z, 6, and 24. Those are all the terms in our equation. A variable, remember, is just a letter that stands for a number that we don't know. So the variable in this is z. Coefficient is the number that's attached to the letter. So what's attached to our variable? It's 2, right? The operator is what operation we're doing. We're doing subtraction. So we're going to put a minus sign. And the constant are the numbers that don't change. So 6 and 24 are our constants. All right, so see if you can do the rest of these. Use your notes. Good luck.